So I have been wearing the new Apple Watch SE for the better part of a day, and really so far I can't help but think of it as Apple's Frankenwatch, which is better than that you might expect. So let's take a closer look. What do I mean by Frankenwatch? Well, one might generously call this a sort of parts being special. So the Apple Watch SE uses the same system in package that was used in the Apple Watch Series 5, which is definitely a pretty good thing, but it does also share this dual core processor with the Apple Watch Series 4. Now this thing also uses the sort of expansive display that you will see in the Apple Watch Series 5 and Series 6. So Apple has also confirmed that the Apple Watch SE uses the same compass and always-on altimeter as the Apple Watch Series 6, which is pretty cool if you are into that sort of thing, but you do lose among other things the ECG, which originally was rolled out in the Apple Watch Series 4, and you don't get any of the blood oxygen features that are debuted in the Apple Watch Series 6. Oh, and the always on display feature that debuted in the Apple Watch a couple years ago just isn't a thing here, which really isn't a big deal, but we will get to that just a bit later. Here is what you have to keep in mind though: the Apple Watch SE, at least in my first day of use, kind of feels a lot of like the new iPad Air does. It is closer in ambition to Apple Watch Series 3. So now you are definitely going to want to wait for our full review of the Apple Watch SE, where we will dig into performance in a bit more detail, but just let me give you a bit of backstory. I have been wearing the Apple Watch Series 5 for basically a year now, and I have gotten used to its level of performance, which is honestly been surprisingly good even after all of these months if you used an Apple Watch more than a few years ago. So then you probably remember that the beginning was kind of rough. So a lot of stops and starts and stutters, and generally things just weren't as smooth as they really should have been for an Apple product. By the time the Apple Watch Series 5 rolled around, those had more or less been ironed, but as Apple got better at producing its tiny chipset for these things, so we walked away with pretty smooth, enjoyable performance. So far, the Apple Watch SE has felt just as fast as the Apple Watch Series 5, which is pretty obvious because they do run the same chipset, and bear in mind this is a 280 smartwatch that offers what was up until just recently the exact performance as Apple's flagship wearable. That is not bad at all considering the price. Now, like I said, I haven't used this thing more than a day realistically, so I can't comment on battery life, but I cracked open the Apple Watch Series 5 last year. I got more than a full day of use of it, and I am expecting more of the same here, if not a little bit better, because it doesn't have to worry about keeping a display on all the time. So like I said, that it is not bad at all for 280, but the one thing you might want to keep in mind is that the Apple Watch Series 5 has occasionally gone on sale for about $300, and I think that is worth it for at least a few people. I think it's worth it for me at least, because I had a bit of heart issue that I only ever really noticed and was able to sort of, but not quite. So this is all what you need to know about the Apple Watch SE. Our full review is coming up, so please support this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you'll never miss our videos. As always guys, I will see you tomorrow. Share. Peace out.